Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome everybody in this nice Friday morning. I welcome all of you on behalf of Chattogram Online School. This is Nurul Aziz, Assistant Teacher English, Krishna Kumari City Corporation Girls High School. My dear students of class 7, according to my routine, today I will discuss the next lesson of our previous lesson that I discussed in the last Friday, and today we will discuss what happens in Bangladesh. That is, we discussed about the heating up of the earth, the greenhouse effect, global warming, what happens next, and now we will discuss what happens in Bangladesh. Previously, we discussed from the global perspective, and now we will discuss what happens in our country. So, my dear students, please get ready with your device and English for Today book. Please open at page 105, that is lesson 5 from unit 9. What happens in Bangladesh? So something will happen, something is happening here in Bangladesh due to climate change, global warming. After the end of the lesson, you will be able to make sentences with new words, ask and answer questions, choose right answers from the alternatives, and write awareness slogans. Also, you will have a homework in the end. So as usual, we will start with vocabulary learning. That is, first one is adverse. This is an adjective. You see the picture, a girl is walking through water. So this is not a favorable, friendly condition. So adverse means hostile. So write down the word hostile. This is also an adjective that means the situation is not friendly. So write the sentence. Sometimes we need to face adverse situations in life. So you can write your own sentence too. And next one is prolonged. Prolonged is our next vocabulary. This is also an adjective that means something lengthy. So it means continued or lengthy. This is also adjective. So you see, this is a flood situation, and what can you say? This year's prolonged flood has destroyed crops. If the flood is lengthy, then crops are destroyed. So you can say this year's prolonged flood has destroyed crops. Next one is landslide. You have heard these words, landslide. That means what? Mudslide. You know, mudslide. So when it happens, recent landslide in Chattogram has been devastating. Has been devastating. You know, it has been a very serious problem in Bangladesh. Landslide. People living beside the hills sometimes face this kind of problems. So landslide means mudslide. And next is coastal. You have also heard this word coastal. That means seaside or seashore, shoreline, etc. Whatever you say, shoreline, seashore, seaside, coastal, inland, anything you can say that is very close to the sea. So you can write coastal areas are hit by cyclones every year. You know, cyclones hit these areas first. So write down the meanings, please. Deforestation. This is also a noun. You know, cutting down of trees in the forest, and also in any areas. If you cut down trees, this is called deforestation. That means destroying trees. We can write deforestation is responsible for global warming. So global warming, greenhouse effect, everything happens due to deforestation mainly. So we have come to our main text, and in A section you see Samina and Arif are very upset to read about the impacts of climate change. The teachers is discussing this, and they have read about it from a booklet, so they are very upset hearing these impacts of climate change. So they are now curious to know what will happen in Bangladesh. So let's see what will happen in Bangladesh in the passage. So please read with me. And you see, Bangladesh is already experiencing the adverse impacts of global warming and climate change. Summers are becoming hotter and monsoon is irregular. There are untimely heavy rainfalls causing waterlogging and landslides. Among other impacts are frequent floods, river erosion, crop damage due to drought, prolonged cold spells, salinity of water in the coastal areas, etc. These are the problems that Bangladesh might face. Climate change has already started bringing disasters to Bangladesh. We remember the damage caused by the Ayla in 2009. You have heard this. Climate change victims are increasing in numbers every day. The number of families and villages that lose their homes permanently due to rivers every year is one of the highest in Bangladesh. An increasing number of people are suffering damage or loss to their property and sometimes life due to disasters caused by climate change. Following the climate change, the riverbank coastal erosion are increasing at an alarming rate. It is estimated that a 45-centimeter rise of sea level will flood almost 10.9% of our territory and will make 5.5 million people of our coastal regions homeless. So, you see, several dangerous impacts of climate change in Bangladesh. You experienced Ayla in 2009, and you see from the passage thousands of people will be homeless due to climate change if this kind of thing continues. Suppose 45-centimeter rise of sea level will flood almost 10.9% of our territory. Territory means areas, and will make 5.5 million people of coastal regions homeless. Coastal. So this has a great negative impacts in Bangladesh. So let's see if you have understood this passage from the MCQ questions. We have 5 MCQ questions for you. So try to answer this. In your book, you will find these questions. So let's go with me. 1. Outcome of climate change in Bangladesh is, there are 4 outcomes of climate change in Bangladesh. One outcome is very common. What is the outcome of climate change in Bangladesh among 4? So please find out the answer. This is what? This is the monsoon is becoming irregular. Yeah, the monsoon, that means the rainy season, is becoming irregular in Bangladesh. This is of course due to climate change. And now you can take this in your book, and you see question number 2. The cyclone that hit Bangladesh in 2009 is called This has a reference in the passage. So this is very easy. This is Ayla. In 2009, Ayla hit Bangladesh, destroying especially the Sundarbans, our pride. So, question 3. It is likely that 10.9% of Bangladesh areas or territories of Bangladesh will go underwater if sea level rises to. There is a mention of this. This is 45 centimeters. If the sea level rises to 45 centimeters, and this results in 10.9% of total land areas will go under water. So question 4, the phrase coastal region means an area close to the sea. We have discussed it. Coastal means close to the sea. Next, the phrase prolonged cold spell means long duration of cold waves. It happens in the winter, long duration of cold waves. This is called prolonged cold spell. So we have done this. This is easy. And now we have two questions from this lesson, and hope you will do it easily, because this is, we have discussed which animals in Bangladesh are in danger of extinction. In our previous lesson, what happens next? We discussed about it, and now you can answer this. What do you think we should do to protect these animals? Suppose tigers are decreasing in numbers in our country, and also there are several species of animals that are in the danger of extinctions. So let's see what are they. I think in Bangladesh, tigers, deer, wildcats, tortoise, different types of birds are in danger of extinction. That means they will be no more in this country. They will get lost from this country due to climate change. So the part of the question is, what do you think we should do to protect these animals? If you want to protect these animals, because they are the important part of our environment, what can we do? To protect them, we should not kill them. First one is, we should not kill them. This is the first condition. We should not kill them and should try to preserve them so that they can increase in number. So write down the answers. And next question, what problems do you think deforestation can cause in Bangladesh? So deforestation has a serious impact in the environment, and what can cause it in Bangladesh? So this is easy to understand. I think it will destroy ecological balance. Ecological balance. If the environment is in danger, it definitely destroys ecological balance. It increases carbon in the air. So these are the things that can happen. It will destroy ecological balance, increase carbon in the air. So my dear students, your exam is coming near. Probably you will go to school soon. So you can get help from this text, from this class, um, while you are studying at home safely. So please try to practice this at home. So now we have in section D, you have to write 5 slogans to make people aware of the problems of climate change. 2 are done for you. In your book, you see you have to write 5 slogans. 2 are done for you so that you can guess it. 1. Good environment is good health. That means good environment means good health. If your environment is good, your health is good. 2. Air pollution causes health hazards. Air pollution causes health hazards. So you have to write 3 more. Suppose plant trees save lives. If you plant trees, you can save lives. So this can be one slogan. Next one, don't destroy the storehouse of oxygen. This is also similar. That means if you destroy trees, it is the storehouse of oxygen. It will destroy you. Last one, prevent climate change, save the earth. If you can prevent climate change, you can save the earth. So these are the 5 slogans that you can remember, that you can follow to save this planet. So we have the last activity here for you. Can you guess what is your homework today? I think some of you can guess what is your homework. You have to write a paragraph on climate change. We discussed so many things about these climate change, greenhouse effect, global warming, heating up of the earth, and from global and countries perspective. So I hope you can write it at home. So write it, and please stay at home, stay safe, do these activities, follow our online page, and if you miss, you can find it later. Thank you very much.